CentralValleyTalk.com.
All right, we're back on CentralValleyTalk.com. Let's talk business. Let's talk about mortgages right now with Phillip Gurulé.
That's right.
Gurulé. What kind of a name is that?
It's a French last name.
French? I should have known that.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
With Macro Financial right here in the Tower District. You moved the business up here, you told me, from Southern California a couple of years ago.
I started the business in Southern California. And
but you were from this area.
Originally from Fresno.
So you said, I'm going home.
After college, moved to Southern California and was there for 10 years. And about time to come home and come back to Fresno.
I'd go crazy if I lived in Southern California.
It was fun. It was fun for a while. But
dealing with that traffic and the smog and the crazy people.
I'm glad to be back.
You're glad to be back.
For sure.
So what happens at Macro Financial?
So we're mortgage lenders. We help our clients choose the very best mortgage solution for either purchasing residential real estate or refinancing.
Refis are real big right now with HARP.
HARP is a real important program that came out a few years ago. You know, a lot of people were told that they couldn't refinance, and they don't know that the option of HARP is out there. And so the really cool thing about HARP is you're able to refinance even though you're upside down on your mortgage. As you know, during the downturn of the economy, home prices dropped, and a lot of people were left owing more on their homes than what it was worth.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, wasn't Macro Financial, but another company I dealt with, I tried to go through HARP years ago. They called me and said, oh, and guess what? Didn't qualify back then. But now the rules have kind of changed a little bit.
The rules have changed. Now they allow you to, they don't really look at how upside down you are anymore. Before, you were only allowed to be a little bit upside down on your mortgage. And now the guidelines have really opened up where sometimes we don't even need to order an appraisal.
Really?
So, actually I met with a client this morning that she didn't qualify for HARP last year, and now we're able to get a deal done for her.
Huh. If you've been consistently paying your mortgage, you should be able to qualify for a lower rate on your loan, right? And reduce your monthly payment by hundreds of dollars.
You would think so. And
I hear
that all the time. People say, well, geez, I've been making my payment for the past 2 or 3 years, never had a late. But the guidelines these days, we're going to look at your tax returns, we're going to look at your W-2s. And so if you don't show enough income on your tax returns, unfortunately, you're not going to qualify for some of these mortgage programs.
So who does qualify?
So, the first step when we qualify, when a client is looking to either purchase or refinance, we make an appointment, they come in, we take a look at tax returns, W-2s, running a credit report is one of the first steps we do as well. So we really advise our clients with how to improve their credit scores. A lot of people think that they can't qualify because, well, I'm not going to try to apply because my credit's so bad. Well, they come into the office and we're able to run their credit report, and oftentimes they are able to qualify based on what their credit score is right now.
How can folks quickly improve their credit score?
It's a tough question to answer. It really depends on the scenario. Some things, a lot of people don't know that even though you're current on all your credit cards, for example, you've never had a late pay, if you're using a high percentage of your available credit, your score is going to go down. So, for example, if you have a credit limit of $1,000 on a credit card, and you owe $900 on that credit card, that's going to negatively impact your score because you're using a large proportion of your available credit. So a lot of times if you just drop your balance to maybe $500 and you use 50% of your available credit, that could really improve your score.
Yeah. It's funny you mention that because I keep I pay off my credit cards almost every month. And on one of the credit things I check, it says that is negatively impacting my credit score also. They want you to keep something on your credit cards, right?
Well, so what happens when you pay your credit card off every month, so when I run someone's credit report, there's no way I can tell whether you keep a balance on there month after month or whether you pay it off every month. It's a snapshot. So when I pull your credit, however much you owe on that credit card on that particular day, that's what impacts your score.
So if you see I owe nothing, what does that tell you?
Well, that could be a good thing, because it's definitely preferable to have a zero balance on a credit card than to be completely maxed out on it.
But that doesn't tell you if I had a $900 balance the day before
Nope.
and paid off the $900 this morning. Yeah. So how do you sort through all that stuff?
I've been doing it for a long time.
It's my job.
Yeah, so I've been doing it for a long time, and I know how the credit bureaus work and what folks can do to improve their credit scores, and we're able to do it all the time.
Sure. When folks come in, do they show up with the necessary paperwork they need?
Ideally, I try to prepare folks to, you're going to need to bring in your tax returns for the past 2 years, W-2s, pay stubs. So most often they bring in a large stack of paperwork, and that's a good starting point
Yeah.
to give someone an idea whether they qualify.
Yeah. If you haven't bought a home recently, you will end up with a stack of papers like this.
Yeah, it definitely is a lot more complicated, a lot more hoops to jump through than when I first got into the business in 2003. But after what we've been through in this economy, I think it's really good underwriting guidelines right now.
Sure.
Making sure people can afford these homes, and we're not going to run into some of the same issues we did in the past.
Okay. I'm assuming you have good relationships with a lot of the brokers and real estate agents around town?
Yeah, we the bulk of our business is from referrals, and from past clients as well as business partners such as realtors, financial planners, CPAs. So we really try to do a great job for our clients, and they'll come back, and other professionals will feel confident in referring us to work with their clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
Macro Financial in the Tower District, where are you located?
Right down the street on Olive and San Pablo, between Blackstone and Van Ness.
And online?
Online as well. It's www.macrofg.com, or I could also be reached by cell phone, 559-260-4457.
I'm always amazed when people give out their cell phone numbers.
I always have it on me. I don't want to miss a call.
Doesn't want to miss a call. All right, there you go. Phillip, nice
Thank you,
meeting
Mike.
you.
Good meeting you too.
Macro Financial here on CentralValleyTalk.com.